So socks on, cat-cows, press through the back body, roll forward, creating that oppositional movement from front to back, from right to left. Inhale, exhale. Try to connect with your breathing. Connect with your body, bring awareness onto your mat space for the next hour. We're gonna be sculpting and toning your muscles using a lot of resistance, a lot of yoga sequences, some flows, isometric work. Remember to take breaks when you need to. Spread the fingertips wide. Start to take it left to right. Wag your tail. Get that C curve, side to side. Squeeze over. Over. Get those obliques, the rib cage. Try to see your hip as you pull to one side. Loosening up your lower back, creating mobility throughout the spine. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. One more time, each way. Squeeze and press. All right, let's find center. Spread the knees out a little wider. Right hand down, top left arm reaches open, and we'll thread the needle. Scoop the arm through. Rest the head, palm into palm. Pull the arm across the body towards the window. Get that full rotation. Look up to the ceiling. And then rewind out of that stretch. Top left arm reaches. And then left hand back down to the floor. Other side. Open up that arm. Take it back. Thread it through. Scoop the arm. Rest your head palm into palm. Working your shoulder blades, spreading them apart. Twist and look to the ceiling. And rewind. Left hand down. Open up. Palms to the floor. Child's pose. Toes together, knees apart. Arms reach forward. Lots of energy. Let the forehead rest. Allow the hip joints to settle to the heels. One last stretch for your warm-up. Let's tent the fingertips, link forward, puppy pose. Get the chin to the floor, chest to the floor, hips up really high, stretch those shoulders. And then slowly bring yourself upright. All right, so socks are on. We've got 5 sets for this sock workout series. Let's start with a forward fold at the back edge of your mat. Socks are on. Take a second to stretch those hamstrings, pedal through the knees, right to left, side to side. Loosening up your lower spine, ragdoll the arms. Just listen to your body, feel your body. Loosen up the backs of your legs. So each set is timed so that we can stay consistent. And we'll get started with our first set. Plank slide. So you're going to bring your palms on the mat. Rise high into the toes. Keep the legs together as you push into the floor and slide back to a plank. Then you lift the hips. Pull in. Find that forward fold again. 1 minute on the clock. Do as many as you can. Move with as much control, as much resistance as you can. Pushing the legs back. And then lifting the hips, dragging the legs in. Keep going, back and forth. Do your best to keep your legs straight the whole time. Push into the floor. Lift up out of the shoulders. Turn yourself upside down. 30 seconds left. We're halfway there. Make sure you're activating those deep abdominal muscles. Targeting your shoulders as well. Slide and press. 15 seconds left on the clock. Do your best. Make sure you're breathing. Strengthening the body. And here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Relax. Reset. Woo! Shake your head yes, shake your head no. So first set is done. Let's get into second set. Oblique twists. Slide yourself back into a high plank. Then you're gonna pull, drag both knees over to the right elbow. Slide back to center. Pull, drag both knees over to the left elbow. Slide back to center. So you're trying to keep both knees together to work your obliques. Go as far as you can towards the elbow. Do your best to try to get them to tap. Squeeze, pull. Squeeze and pull. Good. Cinching the knees together, thighs together. Corkscrew the lower half of your body into a twist to target and sculpt your oblique muscles. Pushing out of the shoulders, going as far as you can. Yeah. All these muscles that we didn't even know we had. Take breaks when you need to. 20 more seconds. Do your best. You're strengthening your body. You're building stamina. You're building endurance. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Child's pose. Are you warm? Is it warm in here? It's the socks. It's the socks. I know, but core. All right, come on up. Third set. So even while we're moving through these, always remember that wide grip with the palms, squishing an imaginary bug underneath your index finger. Third set. Come back into a plank. Now just your right leg goes out and in. We're gonna start slow here. You're gonna feel the stability into that left straight leg. Out and in, out and in. Good. Trying to keep all 10 toes pushing into the floor. Out, then in, out, then in. 4 more. 1, press, push, 2. Right side only, 3. In and speed it up a little faster now. To the right, to the right. Stay squeezing, breathing here for 10. 9, good. Push down through that standing leg. 6, 5, 4, 3. Right leg down now, left leg slow. Out, in, out, in. Push out of the shoulders. Out, in, out, in. Good, getting those left obliques. Inhale, exhale, 4 more. 1. Straighten that standing leg a little deeper. 3. And speed it up a little faster on 4. Remember, the more that you do these exercises, the more stamina you're gonna build over time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Both legs together slow. Out, in, out, in. Keep your hips quiet. Out, in. Slide, press through. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and finish off a little faster. Out, in, final. 10, here we go. 1, 2, push. 3, 4, keep going. 5, don't lose it. 6, 7, 8, take a break. Yeah. We got 2 more sets left. Oh. It gets you results. Gets you results. Socks. All right, so 4th set, shoulders. There's 3 options for this set. The first option, you're simply gonna hold. Isometric work for the shoulders. Second option, tap opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Third option, walk, drag the whole body weight forward, and then push it back. You can bounce around between the 3 options. You can kind of play with what's gonna work for you for this next minute. It's all about the shoulders. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're off. 1 minute. Strengthen those shoulders. One of the biggest complaints I hear as we age is, unfortunately, we lose our upper body strength. So by actually using our body weight to gain that upper body strength, we don't lose it. What you put into this is what you're gonna get out of it. You will notice changes in your body. You will notice more energy, more stamina with your daily activities. Halfway there. It's not about how far you have to go. It's about how far you've already come. Inhale, exhale. Stay connected with your breathing. 20 seconds left on the clock. You've got this. Stay strong. 15 seconds. Push out of the shoulders. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, child's pose. Yeah. Shoulders, shoulders. Let's get into a little shoulder release. Tap the fingertips to the side. Go for a twist. Over to the right. Over to the left. Get those shoulder muscles spiraling down and over. Woo. Right to left. One more time each way. Release those muscles. Let them recover. And then start to come upright. All right. Final set, mountain climbers. There is a cardio element involved with this one. So we'll start in a full plank, high plank position. Slow, right knee in, left knee in. You want to keep your toes connected on the ground. Slide, slide, pause. So the tendency is to want to lift your hips and then drag the knee in. Try not to let that happen. Keep your hips in a fixed position and pull the knee in and in. You've got it. In and in. Slide that back leg. Slide that back leg. Push to the power. In with the knees. Slide, slide, push, push. Press, squeeze. So because we're moving a little bit faster, you're going to feel your heart rate increase. Make sure you're breathing. And speed it up double time. Here we go. In, run, run, push, 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 run, 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 run. Drag those knees to the chest. Here we go. Cardio. Burning some calories. Strength building. 10 more counts. 1, 2, 3, push, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. You're out of there. Yeah. Take those socks off. We're done with the socks. So thanks for helping clean the floor. Oh, very good. Okay, so now we're going to come on to our forearms. Forearm plank. So forearm plank, you want to make sure that the elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. The palms are flat. Try to keep your hips right at shoulder level. Hold there. Deep breaths. Feeling the abdominal wall, strengthening your core from the inside out. Jog the knees, right, left. You're tapping the knees to the floor. Tap, squeeze. Targeting different components of the abdominal wall. As you feel the knees, tap the floor. Keep pushing out of the shoulders. Tuck your tailbone under. Get length into the lower back. Jog it out a little faster now. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Push, push. Right knee, left knee down. Jogging it out. Right to left. Press, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Right, left. 10 more jogs. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. Lift your hips. Dolphin pose. Send your chest through the shoulders towards your thighs. Dolphin push-ups. Shift forward an inch and then back an inch. Forward and back. So dolphin push-ups, you keep your hips up high. You keep your forearms parallel to the ground. You're strengthening your shoulders. Building up stamina. 4 more. Push 2. Push 3. Hold your dolphin pose on 4. Press down through your palms. Start to rise high off the elbows, coming into downward dog. Really good for the shoulders and the triceps. Slowly lower both elbows down, back into dolphin. Go back and forth between the two. Push and rise into your down dog, and slowly lower down into dolphin. I know. Push, lift. And then lower back down. 4 more. 1. Lower back down. 2. Lower back down. 3. And on 4, find your dolphin pose. Step your feet back, find your forearm plank again. Forearm plank. 10 to hold, still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Sphinx pose. Stretch out your abs, your shoulders up, hips press down, release your head, your neck from side to side. Ear to shoulder and ear to shoulder. So we just did a lot for the front body, for the core. We're gonna walk down all the way to our front. Find your cobra exercise to strengthen your back muscles. Elbows lift up high, float your palms. Float the upper body. Float the legs. And take a little pulse at the top. So we pulse into these movements to build up tone in the muscle. You're activating the muscles into what they're designed for. And that's what builds up tone. Let's try to keep the feet together as you pulse. Make it more intense. Get those thighs to lift off the floor. Good, keep on pulsing. Look down to the floor, hands behind your head, elbows go wide. Pulse, pulse, up and down, squeeze. 10 more, 9, try to get higher. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, relax on 1. Rock your hips from side to side. Loosen your lower back. Okay, press your palms down. Push your feet into the floor. Rise up into that high plank position. Try to move in a straight line. Hug your abs up and in. Yes, very good. Hold that high plank. You guys are all in pink today. Nice color choice. Isometric hold. Interesting, interesting. Shifting your body weight forward, staying in that high plank position. Isometric hold. 8 seconds. Press 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm not saying anything. 3, 2, and then downward facing dog. Take a moment to recover. Pedal through the knees, push the heels into the floor. Make sure your palms are flat, the fingertips are wide. If you feel yourself sliding, try not to create a bad habit of walking your hands back. You want to try to span the length of your mat. If you feel that you're sliding, then you'll have to play with your body weight distribution a little bit more. Make sure that you're spider web gripping into the mat with your finger pads. Start to rise high into the toes. Bend your knees. Step, hop, or float to the front of your mat. Fold at the top. Rise, lengthen, lift. Halfway up. Target your back body. Fold again. Start to heel toe the feet together, and we'll sit back into a chair pose. Sweep the arms out enough. Sit low. Make sure that your body weight is in your heels. Your knees are pressing together. The feet are pressing together. The arms are extended. You've got the elbows right by the ears. You're strengthening your quads by sitting down as low as you can, hovering above an imaginary chair. 4 to hold. 2, good, so strong and solid. Sun salutation, tilt forward and fold. Lengthen through to your half lift and fold again. Step back to your plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Lower all the way down or halfway down. Start to rise into your upward dog or your cobra. Lift your hips up, find your downward facing dog. Step your right leg forward. Warrior 1. spiral that back heel down, reaching the arms out and up. Make sure you're trying to square off both hips and shoulders to the front. Bend the front leg a little more. Stretch the back leg a little longer. Good. Exhale, come down. Frame your foot, step it back to plank. Find your flow. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward dog. Step your left leg forward. Find your warrior one. Spiral that back heel down. Square it off. Span the length of your mat. Front leg bent, back leg straight. Energy through the fingertips. Grounding into the earth with your feet. Exhale, come down. Frame your foot. Step it back. Flow. Up dog. Down dog. Rise high into the toes. Bend the knees, step, hop, or float to the front. To float, you have to push off your feet and get your hips overhead without falling forward. Lengthen up half lift so you can start playing it with one at a time. And push. I'm not the best floater because of this, but you get the idea. Chair pose, just try it. It's all about pushing off the balls of your feet, like you're gonna jump. Hold it here. We're going to take 2 more rounds of sun salutations. Tilt it forward and fold. Lengthen through half lift. And fold again. Step back to plank. So we're generating heat within the body with this sequence. Chaturanga. Building up some cardio, increasing your heart rate, getting some blood flow. Right leg forward for your warrior one. Push through, reach out and up with the arms. And then come down, frame your foot, step it back, flow, upward dog, downward dog, left leg, step it through, framing the foot as you step in, try to get your heel between your thumbs, exhale, come down, frame your foot, step it back, chaturanga, up dog, nice, downward dog, rise high into the toes, bend your knees, step hop or float. There you go, Beth. That's good, you guys. Keep practicing. You can take little hops if you need to. Lengthen up, half lift, fold again, and chair. Let's bring the palms overhead for this one. Hold it there. I always tell this story, Annie, of we were in a chair pose one time and the teacher just left. So then we were all looking around like, are you going to hold it? Are you going to hold it? I'm like, oh yeah, we're holding it. And it was like one of the best quad exercises ever. So I believe in holding chair poses because they're so good for the quads. 4, 2, little Egyptian dance, 3, and final flow. Tilt it forward. Lengthen up, half lift. Fold again. Step back to plank and flow. Upward dog. Good. Downward dog. Right leg steps forward. Warrior one. Back heel down. Push to rise. Opening up. Come down. Frame your foot. Step it back. Flow. Upward dog. Downward dog. Building up that strength in the muscle as you move from one pose to the next. Inhale. Exhale, step back, flow. Squeeze those elbows, hug them in tight. Downward dog, rise high into the toes. Bend the knees, step hop or float. Fold and round, lengthen up, half lift. Fold and round, chair pose. 8 to hold, palms to prayer. 6, try to get deeper. Straighten those elbows. 4, you've got it. 3, 2, let's get into some cardio. Step that left leg back, pull the knee to the chest. Pull, pull. So incline the upper body forward. Make sure that your standing leg is strong and you're reaching the arms right up by the ears. Pull, pull. Incline a little further, pressing down through that standing leg. So we don't need a treadmill to get that heart rate up. All you need is your body. Pull, pull, good. Reaching strong overhead. 10 more this side, then we switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, pull it in 5, 6, 7, 8. Left leg down, switch to the other side. Pull the knee to the chest, paw, paw, focus. Set your intention. Reach overhead, in paw, keep that front knee tracking center, bend it down a little deeper, incline the upper body forward, activate, squeeze that abdominal wall, good, stay with it here, 10 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, feet together, mountain pose, inhale, palms to prayer, collect your energy, exhale and fold. All right, take a moment to recover. So what we're going to get into next is a sequence to build up a lot of balance muscles, those stabilizer muscles. So we'll step back into plank first. Plank pose. We're going to find the right knee, pull it into the chest. So all the focus is going to be on the right leg first, and then we'll switch. Take a little pulse with the right knee in. So you're activating the abdominal wall to pull that right knee forward and in. Crunch and squeeze. Good. Right knee forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Step your heel through between the thumbs. High lunge position. You've got a block in front of you. Find it. Keep that back heel popped up really high like you're about to take off on a track field. Reach the block up high overhead. High lunge. Start to incline, lengthen the upper body forward, and then push to reach right back up and rise. Keep going forward. Your goal is to try to keep the elbows right by the ears the entire time. Think about leading with your chest rather than leading with your block forward first. 4 more. You're building up your back muscles. You're building up the stabilizer muscles. 2 more. Squeeze that block between the palms. 1 more. Forward. And then hold yourself upright. Warrior 3. Use the block overhead to push into that front leg and balance. Tilt. You can take the block to the chest if you need to modify. Turn both hips to the floor. Standing leg is straight. If you fall out of it, take your time, work your way back into it. Keep holding. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, take your block down. Go into a standing split pose. You can keep the block underneath your right hand if you need to. Make sure you're rolling that top hip open to the ceiling. Squeezing that outer glute. Find a pulse with that top leg. Up, down, nice. See if you can walk your hands in a little closer to the toes. Try to get your nose to your knee. We're firming up the back of your standing leg as well as toning the top hip, outer glute area. Nice. Here we go. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll it higher. 6, 7. Leg goes back. Low lunge. Bring that knee down. Push your hips forward. Reach out and up. Go back for a crescent lunge. Push your hips forward. Get that hip flexor to lengthen. And then start to come on down. So firming up your tush now. Tuck your back toes. Step up. So we're going to power through that front leg. Lift the knee to the chest. And then come all the way back down into that lunge. Push through the lift. Squeeze. And then come on back. Strengthening your front leg, your balance muscles. That's another complaint that I hear about quite a bit, is losing balance. Now this is really going to help you. You want to power through that front leg as much as you can. Take off. Find 4 more sets. Up, squeeze, lift that knee up high. And then take it back with control. 2 more. 1 more. Hold that knee to the chest. Squeeze and lift, balance. Now reach back, connect, and let's go into dancer. Right arm high, Standing bow pose is another name for this one. You're gonna lean forward, tilt, get that back leg to lift. So we're getting a shoulder opener, you're getting a back bend, and you're getting a hip flexor stretch. Make sure you're pushing into that hand with the connection of the foot. Good, nice. And then slowly come on out. Good dancers, everybody. Forward fold. So we worked in a frontal plane with that right leg. Let's step back into a plank position. Now we're gonna get into a side body plane. Find your right knee to the outside right elbow. Pause, pause, squeeze, squeeze. Get those obliques. Try to tap the elbow. Feel it touch. Good. Pushing it one more inch to target those obliques. 8, 7. Get higher. 4, 3. Lizard pose. Right heel to the outside. Keep that back leg up. Let's take the left elbow down. Find a quick lizard to stretch the outer hip muscles. Okay, left elbow's gonna stay on the floor. Right elbow comes into the right heel, and then we open up. We're gonna take that faster with the music. Scorpion twist, twist, reach, roll, and open. Targeting your obliques again. Woo! Push down through the left elbow. That left forearm. Keep your back leg straight. 4 more. 2, 3. Hold the right arm high. Turn the forearm. Back heel on the floor. Stack that right leg on top for a side plank. Hold your side plank. If you need to modify, you can step that right leg forward. Let's start to pulse the hips straight up. Pulse and lift. Pulse, squeeze. Get right into those left obliques. Reaching up a little bit more. Try to get even more space underneath you. Whittle away your waistline. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Come on down. So that's our side plane. But we got one last set for that right leg. High plank. Take the knee across now to the inside elbow. Pulse, pulse, squeeze. Trying to get those obliques. Tap the knee to the elbow, squeeze, squeeze, over and in. 8, 7, that micro movement. 4, 3, hold the knee across, extend the leg forward for fallen triangle. Top left arm reaches. Both legs are straight and strong, yes. Inside of the back foot is on the floor. Push up, lift, reach, reach. And then come on back to your high plank. Nice. Child's pose. Recover. So we're feeling all these muscles. We're integrating, we're sculpting all these muscles as we move through these poses. Let's start to get into the left leg. High plank position. I always say it's a good thing we don't have 8 legs. No, if we had 8 legs, no, no, no. Left knee forward, try to get it up high, pulse it in, squeeze, pulse, in, get it up there, pull, pull, forward and in, abdominal wall. Come high into the back toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, squeeze it. 4, 3, step the heel through between your thumbs. Find your block. Reach it up high overhead. Back toes are tucked under. You're spanning the length of your mat. Upper body reaches forward, lengthen. Push through to lift. Forward, lengthen. Your legs are not going to move shape. Make sure with that back heel, it's not pressing down towards the floor. You want to get that heel up high. Stretch your toes. 4 more, nice and slow. Bend that front leg a little more. Straighten that back leg a little bit more. 2 more. Forward and down. 1 more. Hold yourself upright. Shift forward and push into your warrior 3. Balance, modify if you need to. Square both hips to the floor. Inhale, nice control. 5, 4, 3, 2, standing splits. You can keep the block underneath your left hand if you need to. Roll that top hip open. Walk your hands in a little closer. Nose to knee, feeling that stretch in the back of your thigh. That squeeze in the top outer glute. Let's pulse the top leg up and down. Pulse, pulse, open it up, squeeze, pulse. Straight legs on both sides. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, low lunge. Back right leg behind you, framing your front foot. Bring the back knee to the floor. Push the hips forward, start to reach out and up, going for a crescent lunge. That lengthen to the hip flexor, sink it down using your body weight. Bring your foot come forward, tuck the back toes under, step ups. Push to the front leg, lift and squeeze that right knee high to the chest. And then come on back to that low lunge again. Control as you come back down. Using all that muscle activation through the glute and your quad on that front leg. Taking it back and then pushing, powering on the way up. Toning your muscles, sculpting your muscles with every single rep. Taking it back, let's go for 4 more. Power through, push, lift, squeeze. Come all the way down. 3 more, push through, lift, squeeze. Come on back, 2 more. Push through, lift, squeeze. Come on back, 1 more. Yoga power exercises. Hold the knee upright, balance, and then come back into your dancer. Left arm high, shift forward. Back leg is gonna lift overhead. You're gonna hold it there. Hip flexor stretch, shoulder opener, balance pose. Make sure that your grip is on the inside of that foot. You've got your thumb to your big toe. Thumb to big toe. Reach forward, lift that leg up as high as you can. Nice. Take your time if you fall out of it. Work your way back into it. Calf muscle cramping? Whoo! All right, hug that right knee back up. Balance, and then forward fold. Step it back to your plank. Position. Find your left knee to the outside, left elbow. Let's get into that side body. Pulse, pulse. Try to tap the knee to the elbow. Work those obliques. Straighten your elbows. Push out of the shoulders. All those side ab muscles. 8, 7, 6, squeeze it 5, tap it 4, 3, hold the knee to the outside, lizard pose. Yes, keep the back leg long. Work your way down to the forearms. Take a moment to release that outer hip. Now, make sure that your back knee isn't on the floor, your toes are tucked, your leg is straight, Push down through the right elbow. Let's take that scorpion twist. Left elbow finds its way to the left heel, and then you open and spiral it right back up. Twist, reach, twist, reach. Full rotation, more mobility through the entire upper body. Inhale, exhale, good. Twist and rotate. 4 more. 2, 3, hold that top arm high, balance, rotate your forearm, come into a side plank, roll that outer edge of the foot down onto the floor, modify if you need to, see if you can stack your legs, make sure that the bottom leg is your source of power, hold, and then we'll pulse the hips up and down, lift pulse, lift pulse. You're trying to get as much space underneath your right side that you possibly can. Keeping your hips pulsing straight up and down, sculpting and toning those obliques. Reach up a little more. Keep pulsing here for 10 more counts. 1, 2, squeeze, 3, push down to the elbow. 5, 6, 7, 8, on 10, come down. Yes. High plank position. We got one last thing to do on that left side. One last thing to do to sculpt your body. Bring it to the inside right elbow, twist the hips, and pause, squeeze, squeeze. So you keep the hips forward in a fixed position. This one's a little tricky because you gotta use that internal twist in the lower half of the body. Try to get the knee over as far as you can. Pulse right there, squeeze. 8, 7, 6, twist it, 5, 4, 3. Now hold the knee over, extend the leg forward, ball and triangle. Whoo. Both legs are straight for this one. Top arm high. You're going to feel those left sides. Get the hips up. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. High plank, child's pose. Yeah. Yeah. Sculpt. The fan. Oh, yeah, the fan. I got to bust that sucker out. Can't believe it's been a whole summer now. It's crazy. Yeah, where is that thing? I got to find it. I think it's in the back somewhere. All right, shake out your wrists, make fists. Really good set. Okay, come on up. One last yoga sequence, and then we'll start using the bands. Let's bring that block so it's somewhere near the front of your mat. Okay? Whew. Find your down dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Whew. Okay, both heels down. Take your left leg forward. Warrior 2. Arms open, out and up. Facing the window. Open your hips. Press to the back heel. Arms are reaching from front wall to back wall. Flip your palm, shift forward, come back. Reverse your warrior. Keep that front leg bent. It's going to want to straighten. Come back to warrior 2. Reach forward, extended side angle. Top hand to the ceiling. You can reach down, touch the floor, or you can find a bind. It's up to you. Look down, find your block underneath your left hand. Send the arm forward, half moon pose. Top leg reaches up, push down to the floor, and balance. Try that bind. Grabbing onto the back foot. Keep the hip rolled open. Release the bind if you took it. Bend down, warrior 2. Cartwheel the arms. Step back to plank, final flow. Chaturanga. Press through to your upward dog. Squeeze, lift to your downward dog. Other side, right leg forward. Warrior 2. Arms out, palms down. Front leg is bent, your tailbone's tucked under. Flip the front palm, shift forward, reverse your warrior. Come into the back leg. Keep that front leg bent. Squeeze, come back, warrior 2. Extended side angle. Reach down to the floor as an option. Bind as another option. Whatever works for you. Come out of it. Start to work your way into that half moon on the other side. Make sure the block is forward and slightly to the outside of the right pinky toe. Try the bind if you took it on the other side. The top leg is parallel to the floor. The toes are flexing to the wall. Stamina control. Release the bind if you took it. Good. Gently work your way back to warrior 2. Nice. Cartwheel down and step back. Downward dog. Stretch those shoulders. Make your way. Right leg goes forward. Left leg goes forward. Let's get into a malasana. Hips go down. Nice and slow. Ease your way into the stretch. Press the insides of the knees away with those elbows, palms to prayer. Your goal is to get the heels on the floor. Take a twist. Left shoulder to the inside. Reach that left arm out. Open up, right arm. Reach, twist. Come back to center. Other side. Right shoulder in. Reach and twist. Open up. Come right back down. Stretch the arms up. Push down through the heels. Nice. And then bring your palms flat on the floor. Lift your hips up. We'll start to find our crow for a quick moment. That balance arm inversion. Palms flat on the floor. Bend your elbows. The heels together, the toes apart. Bending the elbows, placing your knees onto the backs of your arms, floating one leg up, and then the other leg up, holding your balance. You did? That's great. 2 seconds is fun. Even just getting your hips over your head, turning yourself upside down is the hard part. Starting out with one leg at a time is how I started to practice for this. So just going one foot and then the other foot, kind of feeling how it feels when you start distributing the body weight. And then eventually you'll be able to connect the toes and hold. It's hard to do when you're pregnant though. So practice that at home. Let's come onto the knees. Oh. All right, so if this starts to get uncomfortable for you, like me, I'm gonna sit on my cross-legged seat. But if you're okay on your knees, you'll stay on the knees. You've got a green band, let's find it. So sculpting our arms with this band, we're gonna get into the triceps first. Sorry, we're gonna get into the shoulders first and then the triceps. So bring your elbows, hug them in tight. Start to push out on the band and press, and press. So you wanna keep your wrists strong as well as you take this press out. Hug the elbows in really tight, shoulders away from the ears. Keep going right here. 7, 6, 5. Starting to feel the shoulders right away. Now take the arms straight overhead. Keep the elbows locked, right up by the ears. Press out, press out, press out. You can see those lat muscles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good, 2. Now 4 counts each way. Bend the elbows. 4, 2. Stretch the arms overhead. 4, 2. Bend the elbows in again. 4, 2. Get into those shoulders. Up 4, up 2. 2 counts now each way. Squeezing it in for 2. Pressing it high overhead for 2. Bend in for 2. Press up for 2. Single counts. Bend in. Reach up. Keep pressing out on the band. Feeling more intensity into the shoulders as you move through this. 8 more. Push. 7. Push. 6. Press. 5. Whoo. 4. Push. 3. There's 2. And on 1. Okay. Right palm. Oops. Right palm comes to the chest. We're going to incline forward. You're going to hook that left thumb right by your left hip. Triceps. Extend the arm back and then bend it in. The further you incline with your upper body, the higher you can lift your elbow and the more resistance you're going to feel into the back of your left arm. Try to keep your wrists straight. Try not to let the band compromise your wrist position. 4 more. Push through the band. It's going to fight you. You've got to stay strong. Now hold the arm straight. Keep it straight. And then pulse the arm up and down. Lean further, up, down. Tone the back of your arm. 10 more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and on 10. Other side. Left palm to the chest. Incline. Hook that right thumb to the right hip and go for a full extension. Bend in. Full extension, bending in. So utilizing the resistance. I want you to feel those muscles burn. Watch those muscles shake because you're activating them. You're engaging them. You're firing them up. 4 more. Push, 2. Push, 3. Now hold the arms straight back. Keep it straight and pulse it up. Get both shoulders to face to the ground. Try to get even higher. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, no more green band. We're gonna move up. If you know that your biceps are a little tired today, then you can stay with the green band. Otherwise, we're gonna move up a level with the black band. So if you're sitting cross-legged, you're gonna hook the band around the inside of your knee. If you're on your knees, then you'll hook the band so it's underneath the knee on the mat. So biceps, that's this muscle group right here. Shoulders square down, hug that right elbow in. Your palm is facing up. Keep a solid grip on the band. Start to lift up, lower down. One more slow, lift up. Curl the fingertips in towards the elbow. Let's go a little faster. Squeeze, lift, press down, resist. Up and down. So we're feeling those muscle groups activate. You're keeping the elbow hugged in tight to the body. So we've got more isolation into that bicep. Good, you're gonna feel that heat, that tension starting to build and build. Try to keep both shoulders even in the front mirror. 4 more. 1. You're stronger than the band. 3, now hold it up really high and pulse at the top. Pulse, pulse, squeeze, shorten that muscle, build up tone, sculpt and tone your arms. 10 more. 9, 8, get higher. 7, pull deeper. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ah. Go ahead and switch. Other side. Then we'll finish up with a quick ab workout. Then you got that cold towel. All right. Hook the elbow in tight to the body. Palm faces up to the ceiling. Keep your shoulders squared off and even. Start it out slow. So you'll notice one side is a little more stronger than the other. Usually it's your dominant side, obviously. That's a little stronger. Try to keep it even. Let's go a little faster. Squeeze, lower down and up. So that elbow is hugging in tight to the body. So we isolate, lower down and lift. This is a good wrist strengthener as well because you're using resistance. You're getting into the connective tissue surrounding the joint. Lower, up, lift, squeeze, squeeze. 4 more. Up, 2. Squeeze, 3. Now hold the arm high and pulse it at the top. You can see the muscle in the mirror. Shorten it, squeeze it, tone it. Get it up there. Stay strong. Pulse it harder. 8, 7, 6. Get deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, lie onto your backs. We're going to take the block with us, so make sure that it's nearby. Lie flat. Take a moment, hug the knees into the chest. So the focus for abs is going to be a lot of opposition. That transversus abdominal muscle, the innermost layer. Find your block, bring it in between the knees. Find your legs in a tabletop shape. Press your palms into the thighs, straighten your arms, and then push the knees, the thighs, back into the hands of your arms really straight. So just by feeling this push and pull of the arms and the legs, you start to fire up the abdominal wall. Hold that activation. Try to squeeze deeper, pull it in harder. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock and sway right to left. Bring the block a little further down in between your inner thighs. Flex your toes back. We're going to work those low abs. Tap the heels to the floor and then lift up one tiny little inch. Down and up. Right away, you'll feel those low abs. You're lifting the heels literally 1 inch above the floor. To hover. Palms press into the floor. Feel those low abs. Fire up right away. Keep going. Up, down, up. Lift. More seconds. Try to get deeper. 1. Squeeze the block between the thighs. There's 2. Down, up. 3. Flex your toes back. 5. lift an inch. 6, tiny and small. 7, lift. 8, 2 more. 9, hug your knees into your chest. Take the block out from between your thighs and bring it up in between your heels, your ankles. Bend your knees, find that tabletop shape. Grab onto the sides of your mat and extend the legs straight forward. Push to the heels and then pull right back into tabletop. Push and then pull. So keep going like that. You're feeling the opposition with the block between your heels, your ankles. The weight of your legs is going to leave the body, and then you're pulling the weight of your legs back in. Let's go a little faster. Reach and pull, extend and bend, extend and bend. Press through, pull in. 4 more, press out. There's 2, press out, squeeze. 3, now hold the legs out. Push your navel to the spine and pulse the legs. Up, down, up, down. Make sure that your low back is squishing into the floor. 10 seconds. 9, get as low as you can. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Hug the knees to the chest. You've got one last ab set. Block exchanges. Lift and exchange the block from hands to feet. The arms stay straight, the legs stay straight the whole time. Okay, lift and exchange. You're gonna keep your head on the floor because I don't want your neck muscles to get strained. Tap the block, lift and exchange, and then tap the blocks. This is really good again for that oppositional work, strengthening your core from the inside and out. Pull it up, squeeze, lift and press. Front to back, back to front, lift and exchange. Open and tap, lift and exchange. All right, we got 30 seconds on the clock. See how many that you can do. Finish off strong, and then we'll hover above the floor to finish off once we get there. Keep squeezing, breathing, holding. Push that low back into the floor, navel to the spine. 15 seconds, then we're gonna hold at a hover to strengthen your abs, your core muscles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now hover above the floor and hold it there. 1 inch above the ground, arms and legs together. Hold, breathe. 10, 9, good. 8, push that low back into the floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hug your knees into your chest. Rock and sway from left to right. Whoo, set the block to the side. Go right into a happy baby. That cold towel is coming for you to start bringing your body temperature down. We've got orange essential oil on the towel today, so you can get some refreshing scent. It's a nice one. Pressing the heels up and out as far as you can. So get as much space as you can between the heels. Rock and sway from left to right, from right to left. Mobilize your lower spine. See if you can go for a full wide V stretch. And then bring the feet together. Send your legs forward. Hug the right knee into the chest. Send the left leg forward and down. Pull that knee in tight, tight, tight. Full relax. Find your green band. Loop it around the ball of your right foot. Extend through the heel. Getting as much length, as much space as you can behind the knee. Flexing your toes back. Push the hip into the floor. Reach up on the band as high as you can. Getting your hamstring to release, your toes to flex back. And then open the leg to the side. Inner thigh release. Peel the hips apart. Try to get your toes to the floor. Bring the leg back up to center. Switch hands on the band. Take it across the body for your outer thigh. Stretch the IT band, the outer hip. Bend the knee, let go, and spinal twist. Wrapping the knee across the body, grabbing onto it. Try to fully extend through the back arm. Peel the body into two different directions. Make your way flat on your back for your figure 4 stretch. Cross the ankle over the thigh. Make it secure. Reach through to grab on. Open your right hip joint. Try to clasp your hands around the front of your left knee. Feel free to move a little bit, rock and sway from left to right. Shoulders away from the ears, chin to chest. Unwind from there. Hug the left knee in towards you. The right leg goes forward and down, lengthening through the lower spine. And then we'll take the band, we'll loop it around the ball of your left foot. Full extension through the heel, pushing that hip down into the ground. Drawing the leg in closer and closer with every exhale. Space behind your knee. Open the leg to the outside. Try to get your toes to the floor. Peel the hips apart. Squeeze, pull the knee back up, and then take it across the body, just a few inches to the outside. Push your hip into the floor. Drag it over and across. IT band stretch. Release the band, bend your knee, spinal twist. Roll the arm back, full extension, palm faces up for that shoulder stretch. Reach, and then make your way flat. Go for a figure 4, crossing the ankle over the thigh. Make it secure as you reach through to grab on. Try to clasp your hands around the front of your knee. Rock and sway from left to right. Mobilize, open the outer hip, and then give both knees a big squeeze to the chest again. Rock and roll your way on up. Find a comfortable cross-legged position. Side body stretch to the right. Take that right arm as far as you can over to the side. That top left arm is reaching over the ear. Expand the rib cage, open, and then lift up. Find the left hand down and out, over, reaching that top arm. Full extension. Push the hip down. And then bring yourself upright. Both legs extend forward in front of you. Final stretch, a big inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, forward fold. Grab onto the toes. Pull yourself down. Press the backs of the knees into the floor. Be grateful for the time that you spent on your mat today, for the fact that you showed up, you killed it, you did an awesome workout. Come on up, round of applause. Thank you all so very much for sculpting your muscles.